emerging from the MetLife tunnels. We're set to go as the Giants get ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Jackson now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. On first down, Knight. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here we go. Watch the twist.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Knight, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now he'll throw deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, "I'll take him. I'll fix him." The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, "He's yours from now on." Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Lauletta. Flushed out right. A bullet throw, but incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Bears take over. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go. 44, Mike, 44. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
From the gun, Knight. And Robinson with a big catch. And he is down deep into Giant territory. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd. 44 yards. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Trey Burton with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bears will extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Lauletta looking to throw on second down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Here we go now. 3-19. Detroit. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. 58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike. You ain't going nowhere. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch the whip.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Barney, gun. Here we go now. 3-19.
Out of the gun, Lauletta. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Barney, gun. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Detroit.
Lauletta from the 50. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Again, Lauletta. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Detroit!
To the air yet again, Lauletta. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. Complete. This is Lewis. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Aldrick Rosas now to try the Giants' field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it, and that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. No, check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Knight. This is caught by Robinson. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Damon Harrison. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Off the play fake. Knight being chased out left. That is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Cody Latimer now on the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Okay, we got 4. All right, now, lucky 56. Let's go. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Lauletta. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Off play action. Knight. Now he's going to let it go deep left, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open. Got
to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
3-19. 3-19.
Now here's Lawletta. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Off the play fake. Knight. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
On 3rd and 2, Knight. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Leopard! Leopard!
On 1st and 10, Knight. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he is down deep into Giant territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 56 yards.
Leopard! Leopard!
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Knight got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Parkey with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Latimer on the return. He spins free. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
We got three, fellas.
Set. Blue Laggity. Gun. Blue Laggity.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To Barkley on the check down. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
3:19. Lucky 56. 3:19.
SOS.
Here's Lawletta. Buying time to his left. And some room to maneuver. Oh, now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be third down. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun.
Lawletta, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gun.
A final shot before the break for Lawletta. He's going to fire one deep left, and this is caught inside the 5. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Latimer on the return. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Giants. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back. back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Hey.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Lauletta now to throw it. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Aaron Lynch in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
4 down. Now let's go. 3 and up.
Lauletta. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down. Knight. Wide open receiver complete. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Latimer on the return. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And now running right through it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Motion, bump.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 14 yards there on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And you remember pre-draft, there was a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board. But they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. You start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Latimer on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Hot.
Looking to get the ground game going with Stewart. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic.
Hey, defense, let's go. Watch you now, Barney.
Check. Slam.
Watch you now, Barney.
They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Detroit.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic.
Lauletta to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Lucky 56.
Hey, 4 down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Backfield.
Here's Lauletta. They are going for it. It's caught. Shepard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13 and the decision to go for it. Looks like a smart one.
Tight right. Here we go now. Green 39. Lucky 56.
Lauletta on first down. They'll roll him out right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Here's a give to Berkeley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing on 3rd down, Lauletta. Trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they were backed up against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the third level before you know it.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Off play action, Knight. And incomplete on the deep ball. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's third down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Third and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
We got three.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
44.
Gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Knight. And this is incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. Boy, going for it at this stage in the second half, back in the shadow of your own goalpost. Explanation, please, Mr. Davis.
I'm not sure I'm going to give you a great one, but here's a thought that I had. I wonder if maybe instead of going for it with your offense and announcing your intentions, that maybe you run out your special teams and fake it. Because even though teams say, hey, we plan for the fake all the time, I know from experience, you look at the situation, there's no way they're going to fake it here. And they probably had a better chance if they tried it that way.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The veteran Connor Barwin in on the stop. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Off the play fake. Knight. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Knight. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Gun! We got three, fellas. We got three. Gun! 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Detroit!
On 4th down, Knight looking deep for Gabriel. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Giant territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Knight. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The New York set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
No. Check.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. He leaves this one for Howard. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single.
Gun! Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
On first down, Knight. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the ball comes loose, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
319.
Bang!
Over.
Lauletta looking to throw on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Detroit!
Tight end right. Hey, guys, check me out.
All right, here we go. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. 39. Lucky 56.
Hey, 58 is a mic. Going 58 to the mic. 65. 65.
Now it's Lauletta. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Checking in on Houston, it's in the 4th quarter there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Off play action. Knight. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
From the gun, Knight. Looking deep for Gabriel. He's got it at the 15. And all the way down to the 9. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Knight. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Bears, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll